Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 16th of July. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have 7 Group, NRW Holdings, A2 Milk, Webjet and Rio. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter. If you enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review on Facebook or Google. If you need additional help, please inquire about our portfolio management services. This is where I can personally help you. And of course, any advice here is general only. So we'll start off with 7 Group. This is a daily chart. Obviously, at the moment, it's undergoing a consolidation against this prior uptrend. So there seems to be a clearly defined sort of trading range here. Yesterday's move, I'll just zoom in a bit. So yesterday's move is looking good. So it's sort of bounced nicely off support. And of course, we should expect a retest of this upper level here near $18. And clearly, if it just breaks that resistance level, so if it moves beyond this consolidation, that would be the buy signal. So at the moment, it's in the middle of this range. So risk reward's not fantastic. We really need to see it push through that resistance line. NRW Holdings, so stock code NWH. Pretty poor performance over the last couple of months there. It's back to what I think is a crucial level. So we saw this sort of gap up in May and then it didn't follow through. It's just been easing back. So it's pretty much back to where it did this breakout. So it really needs to find support from current levels. Otherwise, if it sort of falters here, I think it's just going to continue falling back. And I'd be expecting the next level of support to be around $14. So at the moment, that seems to be where it's heading to. Short term, it really needs to, as I say, push higher. A2 Milk. So you can see it's performed pretty well this year. We had basically a consolidation here with a nice breakout in June. So rallied higher, came back to retest that, and then has continued to move on. So the trend looks fine for now, but clearly there's, just zoom in, clearly there's some resistance here at $20. So in terms of a buy signal, you need to wait for it to break $20. Otherwise, you'd want to see some sort of dip and reversal again, because it's only 20 cents away from a very obvious resistance line. But generally looking fine. It'd be nice to see it break beyond 20. Webjet. So fairly poor performance here. So from the April lows, we had this sort of shorter term uptrend, but then we can see that around $4 was where the prior low was, and it broke under that. So making a lower low, I guess, was our first sell signal. And look, it just continues to drift away. I mean, it was up yesterday, but it's too early to say that this pullback's over and wants to rally. So at the moment, unfortunately for Webjet, the risk is to the downside. And finally, Rio. So we can see that for the last few weeks, it was consolidating here quite nicely. And then about a week ago, it broke higher. And then yesterday, it's gapped above that June high on good volume as well. So all of this is looking good. It should continue to head higher. If we move to the weekly chart, we can see that it's getting close to these prior peaks. So most recently in January, we had a peak just up here. So naturally that would provide a little bit of resistance. You might see it sort of falter for a day or two, but looking at the way it's trading, I think there's a good chance it'll push through all of this and head to a new high. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. I'll try to include your stock for you.